Students, today we are going to do the topic of the plus one chemistry chapter number 1, which is some basic concepts of the chemistry, and topic is the nature of matter and its measurement. So let's see. There is a properties of the matter and their measurements. The properties of matter and their measurements. So there are two main properties of the matter. These are physical properties and chemical properties. There are two main type of properties, which are two main type of the properties of matter. There are two types: physical and physical and chemical physical and chemical properties. So there are two type of the properties: physical and chemical properties. Physical properties are those properties which can be measured and observed without changing their composition of the substance. That means that if we have ice is converted into the steam converted into the steam, then it is a water, remain the water. So this means that there is a chemical formula is not changed. Not changed chemical formula is not changed chemical formula. So but in the physical properties, these are those properties in which a chemical change of the substance take place. If we take the example of calcium carbonate, when we heat the calcium carbonate, then there is a conversion of calcium carbonate into the calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Conversion of the calcium carbonate into the calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now next, there is some categories we have discussed, but I want to tell you once again that we have a matter. What is a matter? Matter is something that having mass and having the properties of covering the space, mass and space. So there are two type of the matter: physical classification and chemical classifications. In physical classification, we know that there is a liquid, solid and gas. There are three type of the classification of the matter. Solid, we can say that it may be a water, it may be some other liquid, but in the solid there are number of metals which are solid at the room temperature. Gases, there are air and oxygen, nitrogen and other gases. These are physicals. Okay. So there is a one thing you can see, that there is a chemical classification of pure substance and mixtures. In the pure substance there are elements and there are also compounds. Compounds may be organic and inorganic. Organic compounds like marbles and rocks and minerals. But organic compounds having carbon. So we can say that carbon and having carbon, and there is a plants and animals product. Animals, the things we are obtaining from the plants and animal and having the carbon. So these are our organic compounds. So homogeneous mixture are a mixed type of the mixture when two substances are mixed with each other and they are uniformly mixed with each other. When one component is uniformly mixed with the other component, but in the heterogeneous mixture there is no uniformly distribution of one substance into the another one. One substance is not uniformly distributed in the other one. Now let's see, there is a physical quantity. We can express the physical quantities. So we can express the physical quantities. We have two type of the physical quantities, you can say, expressing the physical quantity having the two parts, which are two parts. One has the numerical value, another its unit. So you can write that if we want to measure something, if you say that distance, if we talk about the distance, how will you measure the distance? Then you say that I have walked 20 kilometer. You have walked 20 kilometer. So this is the numerical value and this one is the unit. This one is the unit and this is the numerical value. So what is a unit? Unit is the standard reference chosen to measure any physical quantity like mass, length and time. For mass there is a kilogram is used, or maybe a gram may be used, and for the length there is a different type of units are used. For example, for the length meter, centimeter and other units are used. uh, for the time, second, mainly we use the second for the time, or hours may be used at the different sites. Now we can see the physical quantities. SI physical quantities. What are SI? SI is the international system of units. It is a worldwide use. They are used worldwide. So SI system has 7 basic units. Which are the 7 basic units? So this is the one conference of the scientists which have chosen that SI units can be used to measure the quantity. So for the length, I have told you it is a L. For mass it is a M. For time it is T, and thermodynamic temperature is the capital T. So electric current is represented by capital I. Luminous intensity is IV. Amount of the substance represented as N, small n. For meter it is a small m. For kilogram you already know that it is a kg. For second it is a simple s, but some people write their second sec, but this is not correct. But it is written, but the correct given by the SI units, it is a s, simple s, small s. So for the Kelvin is the temperature scale given as a K. For ampere it is a small capital A. For candela CD, for mole it is MOL. So next we see that the temperature of temperature scale, how you measure the temperature. So SI unit the temperature is the Kelvin. So we have to use in most of the numerical Kelvin. Kelvin scale is written without the degree Celsius. We can't write this is wrong, but this one is correct. Kelvin is written like this. Okay, so degree Celsius scale can be converted to the Kelvin scale, and Fahrenheit is also can be changed into the Celsius scale. If you have a Fahrenheit scale, degree Fahrenheit, you can change that 9 divided by 5 degree Celsius scale, what you have reading of the degree Celsius, and plus 32, you can convert the Fahrenheit scale into the degree Celsius, or degree Celsius scale into the Fahrenheit also. So next see students, so we have 0 Kelvin is minus 273.50 degrees Celsius. What is the important that 0 Kelvin is minus 273.15 degree Celsius. Okay, so Kelvin scale cannot be 0. If you have degree Celsius, you want to convert the Fahrenheit scale into the degree Celsius, then 5 by 9 divided by 5 by 9 minus 32. Okay students, so you can see the another unit of the temperature. So if you have a temperature in Kelvin, you want to get the temperature in Kelvin, the temperature in degree Celsius, then plus 273.15. You can convert the degree Kelvin degree Celsius scale into the Kelvin by adding this 273.15. So if you want to get the temperature in degree Celsius, the temperature in Kelvin minus 273.15. okay, so if you have a Kelvin, you want to convert into the degree Celsius, then you have to minus 273.15. For example, if you say the temperature the human body room temperature scales human body temperature 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, it can be converted into the 37.6. then you can convert that body temperature is 310.15 Kelvin. So room temperature 77 degree Fahrenheit mean that you have a temperature of the environment around you or surrounding 25 degree Celsius, which can be 298.15 Kelvin. So okay students, so one Kelvin can be converted into degree Celsius or Celsius can be converted into the or degree Celsius can be converted into the Kelvin scale. Okay, so to convert the into the Kelvin, you have to take the degree Celsius plus 273.15. okay, then you can take the Kelvin. Okay students, so these are all about the states of matter and measurements. Okay students, thank you very much.